That was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat. Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince. I'll tell you what, though. Whomever wants me out of the picture will have to do a lot better if they seek to get the better of me. All those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my swordsmanship.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family, a husband, and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for 'em to call my name. Waiting and remembering. Thank you kindly, sweetheart. I do appreciate it. They were good lads. Too good for this place. In some ways, I'm glad they got out quickly. Listen to me, bubbling on like a cauldron. You're sweet to listen. And yes, they were lovely. Totally lovely. I'll see him again before I'm gone for good. That's for certain. You run along now, darling. You shouldn't spend what little time you've got left here listening to an old bleeding heart moan. You won't regret keeping those friends of yours at your right hand. Trust me. I brought my own share of knowledge with me from the get-go. No sense in keeping it all to myself.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. Ah, your tongue is not my tongue. Elves speak of here and now, not then and when. These words strike us strangely. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree? I am very curious. So tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Power! An old ambition. I have a token for you who seeks power. A gift. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your spine. I give my word. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
It's no use anyway. That smells revolting. Wait a minute. This tastes like... This is... I don't eat people!
Deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
It's no use anyway.
The dog tentatively sniffs the offering, then grabs it between its teeth and swallows it.
You're nice. Emmy would have loved you. She was my mate for the last 7, carry the 2, plus 50. 5 years! The Magisters, they took her. Nope, haven't smelled her either. She was real bright, you know. Had the best sniffer you've ever seen. I guess that's why they wanted her, and not me. Say, let me show you something. Oh, hey! I thought you might be Emmy. It's nice to see you. Key? What key? Oh, the key! The Magister who took Emmy dropped it when he was walking away. Did someone say Emmy? If you find out where it leads, if you see Emmy, tell her I miss her. Not too far from here, but she was taken by a guy in a white robe who smelled horrible. Like lots and lots and lots and lots and... Lots and lots of dogs. And also a little like dead people. He dragged her into the big castle just there. I'm so worried about her. I think I love you. Food.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
I know they help.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones. Stay in this cave a while longer. Provoke Modi, the wild one who runs like his clothes catch fire. I see how you feel then. Go find a little one to bother. I take my peace.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it?
She laughs and looks around as though taking in the scenery, though her eyes are still covered.
Many people to meet, many stones to turn. And there is a great joy here, as though the walls and water themselves were made by many smiling gods. Even if we are here under unhappy circumstances, still I feel it. I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps. Your life is not your own. Your life is for us all. I cannot say more. You see someday.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. My protector, my friend, an elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek, a way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I miss him very much. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. Yes, please ask. Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now, taken. But I see he is a very blind man. He sees things but not truth, not love or joy. I feel very sorry for him. You understand when you meet him after you escape. It is safer here. We make no trouble for Griff. He makes no trouble for us. I feel him, but I do not see him.
A human? You stink.
The child looks around, then back at you. She makes an obscene gesture and continues with her game.
Stupid human.
Whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword! I'll spare you this time, beast, but don't cross me again. Ever. You're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna hide somewhere in the cave, and you come find me. Ready? Go! Okay. No more distractions. I'm gonna go and hide. Ready? Go! You found me. Okay, wait. Let me hide again. Ready? Go!
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Fear? Pity, perhaps. A blind wolf may lead the pack, but sooner or later they will all starve. If you shared in a heritage so fine as ours, a culture so advanced, you'd remain proud too. But never mind that. If you need to suit up, I can offer you a fair price. If not, I would thank you to move on.
I feel him, but I do not see him. I know they help. I feel him, but I do not see him. I feel him, but I do not see him. I know they help. I know they help. I know they help. I know they help. I feel him, but I do not see him.
the exiled pig. I'd heard they'd sent you here, but I'd hoped you'd have drowned yourself before crossing my path. Bow before pigs and you'll be stained with mud. I do not bow before pigs. Get away from me, pig prince. Now! You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Do stop gaping. Anything can be procured inside these walls. That's for you to decide.
Worms take you!
Are you from the ancient empire? Maybe you know my mum. Helene. She served the bailiff of the House of Law. She died when the Void Woken came.
Suddenly, the child's face crinkles into a grimace. She seems on the verge of sobbing when her face suddenly goes still and blank. She smiles at you and continues her game.
You found me! Okay, wait, go! Would really like you. Come on, I'll introduce you. I know how to spell introduce. It's INTRODUCE.
What's this? I found something.
My way is too small for you. You'll have to find another. Hope you brought a shovel.
You're back. And But you brought... But who's this?
Wither, this is my new friend. He's really smart. You'll like him a lot.
Please, small child, leave me to my ruminations.
But he's really nice and tall. Maybe he can even help you with that thing.
Why? A grown friend? You brought an adult here? Good gods. Can it be? You! Tell me true. Stand you with the Source Hunters, or do you serve the tyrant Brachus Rex? A 1,000 years? Gods, the walls of this pit have leached a whole millennium from me. I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion. A wicked king it was, Brachus Rex by name. The Order of the Source Hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it. Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the Source Hunters any longer. Please, good sir, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the last 1,000 years. Seize the spear. End this degradation. I beg you.
So, what did you and Wither talk about? Yeah, I know. Why do you think I brought you down here? I want you to help him. Grown-ups are weird. You're going to help Wither, aren't you? I bet you could if you wanted to.
Please, good sir. The spear. Good sir. You have set my body free. Free to crumble to dust at last. But my spirit... Blast! I remain trapped in this mouldering skeleton yet. A spell most terrible. I have heard of such magic, but have never known anyone so foul as to employ it. Brachus Rex, may maggots lace his entrails. After he interred me in this cell, he must have drawn my very soul away from me and stored it elsewhere in the fort. Thus he has bound me entirely to the mundane realm. But I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom for yours. What say you? Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it. The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. At last. With dignity. I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the realm. I never thought I would become one of his victims, and yet, here I am. Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry as yet unseen in our world. Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares contrary to human dignity. Objects that could contain souls, wands that could purge the very essence from sorcerers. My order would never have used such barbaric magic against our enemies.
Wither is free! Now he can be happy! Now he can get out! Well, yeah, a lot. But he's my friend, and it's better matter if your friends are happy. When I grow up, I want to be a hero like you. You're a real hero, not only one from a story. You finished your quest and saved the princess. Skeleton, friend. Here, take this. It'll show you how to find my secret fort and my treasure chest. So here's your last quest. If you can find a way up, you can have my treasure.
Stupid human.
I feel him, but I do not see him. I know they help.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it.
Turned on us or just lost its mind?
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. All the worse for old Dane. He crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I would have liked to ease his way out. Lucky you came out of it at all. Plenty of folks around of here haven't, and it's me who ends up wrist deep in the gore. Our healer's walk is never done. Unless everyone's dead, of course.
Say, do all lizards smell like oranges, or is it just that crazy fellow with the pointy tail?
It's that thing. I've spotted something.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. No, or didn't you hear me? Where grows the yarrow? Dire, and for you too, if you want to keep your top screwed on and your wires in a row. Do you hear me? Ugh! Where does the yarrow grow? Where?
Rest now, you'll hie yourself to the grave.
Leave me. Go.
No. Don't you dare. I want to be done. I won't let the Reds... won't let them take me. Leave me. You leave me be. Just... leave.
She groans in pain, refusing or unable to acknowledge you.
I know that look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you enter a match and let some of that frustration out the right way? You'll find out. Down the hatch, then.
When's it gonna be killing time?
A deep grumble emerges from him, as if from an endless cavern. Your bones vibrate to the rhythm of his greeting.
Well, get a load of you. You got swagger, I'll give you that. But I reckon I could squash you like a bug with just my left thumb. First time I spoke, Mama ran through the streets crying, "Demon!" Poor thing. Shook her to the core. Sounded like a living hellspawn has its advantages, though. I can make a man shit his pants just by saying boo. That a joke? Either my funny bone is cracked, or you've got the wit of a drunken ogre's bollocks. I'll make a deal with you. You cut out the clowning, and I'll refrain from slicing your tongue next time I catch it wagging. It's a fighting arena, a temple of sorts too. You step into it when it's your turn and take whacks or whatever comes barreling towards you. Glad I found it. Spent half my life ripping apart men and mages, sometimes for pay and sometimes for fun. If I've got to be stuck in here, I might as well prove I'm the one. The one is a living god. Might sound crazy to you, but it's just the way of it. You battle in the arenas. You get divine power if you come out on top.
Ain't nobody needing your approval. You gonna tell me you don't like the idea of becoming a god? Sure does, though ain't gonna be you by the looks of it.
He grumbles what sounds like a farewell.
I've waited this long. I can wait longer.
We will rejoin our comrades.
She sizes you up as you approach. Her eyes narrow.
You've yet to experience the joy and pain of true combat, I see. Is that so? You droop like a dying willow, and simper like a newborn vole. The spirit of the One requires an undaunted host. Yet I see potential in you. You have a reason to fight. You could go far.
I've waited this long. I can wait longer.
This is how we worship. This is not just an arena, but a temple too. A brutal warrior will ascend. We'll celebrate this hero as the One. The spirit of the One is everywhere. It exists beyond us, yet will someday live in one of us. I believe you could, but it's not certain. That's a tale only you can tell. Some truths are simply known. I fight not to be named the One, but to reveal the One.
We seek the One.
It is the wise choice. Now you may enter the arena with the blessings of the One. We will rejoin our comrades.
The dwarf cocks his head left, then right. His eyes squint, and his brows rise, as if lifted by an unseen fishhook.
Marcus? Marcus Miles?
Beast glances at you and mutters.
Best let me handle this. That's Beast nowadays, friend. That other name, long left that behind, I did.
Right, sorry. Just hard not to see you as that wild-eyed troublemaker you used to be. It's been, what, over a decade, yeah?
Longer than that. Too bad I'm cooped up here. Things are looking grim out there. Justinia's planning something big. Really big.
Oh, bigger than what she's already managed. Say a single word against her, and a royal copper will throw you in a dank cell or carve the royal insignia on your throat. Unless you've got a handful of coin to donate to the kingdom, of course. You're going to need to blow this popweed stand if you want to stop her. But maybe this'll help, eh? Nab the key off that Kraus fella up above. Not the brightest of the magisters. Would stick his head in a pig's arse and call it a hat. Reckon it unlocks one of the doors to the prison. Though, not sure which. I'd tell you to take care crossing the Divine Order, but from what I hear, you can handle yourself just fine against Alexander's flunkies.
Word gets around, does it? Well, I appreciate the help. I won't forget it.
Nice. Just nice. Hoping the next batch is better than nice.
The old man looks you up and down and smiles.
Will you fight? I will watch with great interest.
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you have but one chance. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight more than once.
Well, that was easy.
fine match. A very fine match.
Well done. Very well done. Tell me, what is your strategy in battle? You do not fight like others I have seen. An effective method. As long as you keep control of that which you destroy, I will keep my eye on you. The good one.
I see your potential has begun to shine through.
My fight is... You were decent in the arena, but you'll have to do better than that to be named the one.
Champion of Footjoy, spreading your name far and wide.
You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again, and again, and again. A warrior travelling the path of the one should not be collared like a pet. I suggest you see the Tinkerer. You are capable of so much more.
My
Someone will yet be chosen.
No way I'll be bested.
There is no shame in loss. We will yet reveal the one.
Each day brings us one step closer.
My fight is strong. No way I'll be bested.
The one will walk among us.
Someone will yet
though not
be
today,
chosen.
it seems.
You don't become the one by winning just a match or two.
You may yet be the one. You prove a warrior travelling the path of...
Each day brings us one step
The
closer.
one will walk among us, though not today, it seems.
You may yet be the one. A warrior travelling the path of the one should not be collared like a pet. I suggest you see the Tinkerer. You are capable of so much more.
Each day brings us one step closer.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Scram, snake face.
Hey, Freshie! What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now. Huh. What do I need your help for, Freshie? By the looks of you, you couldn't find a bush in a brothel. If you're done wasting my time, I've got a crate to find. Hey, Freshie! What you heard about a crate of... just like everyone else. But don't worry.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? All right, Slick. Haven't seen you around here before. When did you get in? All right, easy now. You seem sweet, but I'm more curious about you than a bunch of cheesy lines.
Worse than war rations, these.
Ha! Thank you. You mean it? Or is that another line of yours? I used to play the harp, you know. Mostly around Arcs, although sometimes we'd travel down to Driftwood. Might be you saw one of my performances. Long enough, I reckon. I'm surprised they haven't come for me yet. Most folks get taken away for the cure after just a week or two. Everyone talks a big game when they get here. Big games get smaller when you've got one of their weapons in your face, though.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Now, wouldn't that be something?
Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arks? I have responsibilities here. I can't start running around outside the family. It isn't done. But once we're out of here, none of that will matter. You'll meet me, won't you?
She leans forward and grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then. Careful. Don't want to catch Griff in a bad mood.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will ya?
Psst. Hey! You're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Only the finest, you know.
Ain't fit for beasts. Ain't fit for beasts.
Not too worse for wear, are you? So, how'd it go? Don't get too chuffed now. Long way to go yet. Did you speak to the burnished one? Good. I doubt that's the last you'll be seeing of him. There are those of us who believe he's the key to ending all of this mess. The Order, the Voidwoken, all of it.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Everything there? Good.
Ain't fit for beasts.
don't tell anyone where you got this.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Ain't fit for beasts.
If a magister finds us on you, you forget my name, here. Got it. If a magister finds us on you, you forget my name, here.
Keep it down, will ya?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Collar, on, sauce, gone.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside her. Her eyes meet yours. She doesn't blink.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left. I don't question the Bishop. He and Dallas would do anything to protect us. And they say he's God-woken. They say he'll ascend.
She pauses for several moments.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later. They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the Voidwoken. But we need his powers to develop so that he may banish the Voidwoken. It's quite the pickle. I wish it every night. More than anything. Oh, yes. Only a week or two before, well, you know. I wanted to serve him more than anything. But who didn't then? He was driving the Black Ring back, soon to rout them entirely. I put my faith in the Bishop. Reminds me of his father. And what he said has been true. Wherever there are sorcerers, Voidwoken strike.
Yavos!
He grumbles.
Where's the oil?
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal nature. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face Ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
It's you. It's really you. You gave him hell, did you?
She sits at full attention, utterly wrapped in your retelling.
It may just be you. The one. You might be him.
She clasps her blackened hands before her and seems for a moment on the verge of weeping.
Then you're our best hope. You may become the one.
She looks around, checking for prying ears, and lowers her voice.
It would mean everything. The one will prove himself above all others. The one will become divine. You may be the one to save us all. There's only one thing to do. I've got to set you free. Your collar. Let me take it off. They may do just that. You'll have to be careful. But even if you're caught, you stand a better chance of getting out of here than any of us. And with the collar off and your powers returned to you, you'll be unstoppable.
What a privilege on me.
She manipulates the ring around your neck in several quick yet intricate motions. Off pops your collar, and a sense of relief swirls from deep within you.
You hear me now. You get out of this place. You keep fighting. You become the one. And you think of old Nibora when it's all over.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after?
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't, so buy or shove off. All manner of things. Have a look.
Come on then, Legsy. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
You! Help me teach this beast. He must respect. If not, he comes for you next.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
Food? Protection?
I have neither.
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, Elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
To the dark with you.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there. There is a safe place.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. You hear a strange sound, like rusted hinges creaking and air rushing through a tunnel. A hatch appears behind the shrine.
A shrine, by the looks of it.
Spoken! Lucian has spoken!
You peer at the statue and recognize the face as that of the goddess Amadia. You read something about her once long ago. The droplet burns both hot and cold, and yet you feel no pain. You step towards the flow, desiring more, wanting desperately for it to take you, and darkness envelops you. The rat glances nervously at your teeth.
Hi, friend. You're here for the pointy lock undoer, right? Not lunch? Oh, good. That's for you, then. Bye-bye, flea scratcher my bob. This place? Well, the fleas seem very happy, at the very least.
You got a good reason for barging into a private room, buddy? And? Got no reason to scramble out, me. It's hot and busy out there. It's cool and quiet in here. Or at least, it used to be. Out? You must be mad. Head out one way, you're back in the joy among the rabble. Head out another, you're knee-deep in the hollow marshes. I'll take a nice, quiet cell any day of the week, and twice on Lucian's Day. Before you go, you haven't met a particular feller here, have you? Tall, black beard, intense way of looking at you. Punch up for metaphor? Wouldn't be surprised if you'd met him before. Fella gets around, believe you me. Half of me's afraid he's going to try and save me from this place. Anyhow, thanks and good luck, I guess. Though, if you know what's what, you'll take a load off and let the dice fall where they're going to fall.
All right, I just... They do terrible things here. If they think for a second I'm trying to escape again, they'll do to me what they did to him. There are always more. Don't you know that? I've seen what they do to people. Well, I've not seen, heard. There's a man over there. They tortured him, questioned him, seekers, something about God woken. He didn't know anything, but they didn't care. I heard his screams. I heard something eating him from the inside. No. It can't happen to me. It can't. Outside the bones are gnashing. In here the magisters are cutting, slicing, grinding, smashing. What to do? What to do? Poor thing. Poor fool. I hope it's an easy death then. Decapitation. Yes, I do wish that for you. No, take care. Take care. Get out of here! All right, I just... They do not seen. I heard his screams. It can't happen to me. It can't. Shh! You can't escape. Don't try to leave. I heard of a shelter in the hollow marshes, a place where sorcerers could go. The undead had their hands on me in 5 minutes. Shredding, tearing. I came limping back and now... Outside the boat. What to do? What to do? Poor thing.
How many of them did you let go?
The elf's skin is pale as a corpse's, but his face contorts with inscrutable emotion. Joy, horror, and rapture flash over him like the changing surface of a pond. His eyes lock onto yours.
It's you!
Surprisingly, the elf musters a sober frown of indignation.
The pain is great, but my senses aren't gone. Not yet. I'm not the last. The bishop doesn't count. No, he doesn't count. I'm done.
He screws up his face, as though trying to see a small dot on a far horizon.
You? Why, you're everything. You need to go. Dallas, after she took me, she did something. My head. I feel like someone's rummaged their fingers through my skull. Get out while you can. Oh, love, I'm wrecked. Can't go. Couldn't move my feet. As likely to stab you in the neck as shake your hand.
He giggles coquettishly, then bellows like a bear.
Leave! Oh, I knew a man named...
Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort? Ha! And what is it you think you saw? Ha! This cockroach is a traitor. He'd get worse than this if Dallas caught him. Speaking of roaches...
He looks you up and down.
Got a nice marble to you, haven't you? Good. My hands have been looking a little on the lean side. Sorcerer! What do you think you're doing, prowling around inside the fort? Ha! And what is it you think you saw? Ha! This cockroach is a traitor. He'd get worse than this if Dallas caught him. Speaking of roaches...
He looks you up and down.
Got a nice marble to you, haven't you? Good. My hands have been looking a little on the lean side.
How many of them did you let go?
I...
Please. Please. Healing. I need healing. Of course. Of course. They remove all the source from within. The husk that remains is left empty, soulless, easily controlled. They beat me for helping sorcerers. Children. We were trying to help them escape. I joined this order to serve the divine. He would never accept this torture. It is slavery. I serve the divine, not his son. I'm no fool, but his legacy is alive in all of us who long for justice. We can't have that while his relics are being used against civilians. There's a boat that can take you into the dunes beyond. 2 associates of mine run it. I can show you where. But they'll kill you on sight if you don't know the proper password. Heal me, and I'll gladly tell you. I feel it at work upon me already. Thank you, my friend. That is what separates you from the Divine Order. There is a waterway, a boat. Hand me a map. It isn't far. You'll meet some associates of mine. Tell them Madame Zur sent you, and they'll let you pass. Enough to matter, not enough to stage a coup. The Voidwoken have people terrified, not only for their lives, but for the very air they breathe, the sun that shines upon them. Dallas and Alexander offer a solution. People need solutions at a time like this, no matter the consequences. Some people, anyway. No, I imagine not. She's the headmistress of an orphanage in the far north. She keeps sorcerer children safe from the Divine Order. I can think of no nobler soul in all the realm. With her help, we've saved countless children from Dallas and Alexander, and we aim to save many more. You've given me a second life. I won't soon squander it, or forget what you've done. Thank you. I'm healed. Thank you, my friend. I will settle this debt.
Muffled sounds suggest that this scuffed old door leads up to the fort's main floor. It's bound to be crawling with magisters.
Whatever lies ahead, it has been a pleasure travelling together.
Let's think twice about this. I don't fancy facing a mob of magisters.
Good. Let them try to catch us.
The creature's breath quickens as you approach, and it shrinks slightly, as though it expects you to strike it. The creature has 2 fingers crammed into its mouth. With a faint pop, it pulls out a rotted molar and lets it fall to the ground. The creature before you stares with sightless eyes and leans from side to side, like a puppet without strings.
That's an abomination, is what it is. I can't stop staring at it.
It seems to be even more primitive than the rest of its species. Fascinating.
Ain't this creature's fault someone stole its mind? Poor thing.
What the flying hell? Karen, you said this way was clear.
But that's what the log said, sir. No one's authorised to be here.
Well, the log was wrong, you idiot. I hope for your sake no one will miss him.
The Magister cocks his head, seemingly surprised at what he heard.
That's so. Tell me, what do you know about Zur? Delorus is a fool. Went and got himself caught, and now he's handing out our secrets to whosoever may pass by. Sorry, but Dal led you wrong. There's nothing for you here but secrets you ought not to know.
The boy stands back from you, steady eyes narrowed in a wary stare.
Who are you? I'm Han. So, Beast, you helped me out just there, so let me return the favour. You want to get out of here? I've a boat here with plenty of room. Let's go. There's a place not far from here that's safe enough for our kind. It's out in the swamps. Ain't a home, but you can breathe for a minute and figure out what to do next. Let's go already. Came in to help someone escape and got nabbed before I could sneak back out. I'd ask you the same question, but we're a little short on time here. I know someone on the outside. She might be able to help you too, if we make it out of here. Guy named Verdas. He was close to some people I know. I was too late, though. The Magisters got him. They left precious little of him behind. You're telling me. Jump in the boat and I'll take the oars.
Well out of sight of the Magisters.
I've spotted something. Like this place has been sealed up for a century or two.
There could be a good reason why no one dared to enter in the meantime.
Here lies Withermore the Noxious. Here lies Withermore the Sage. Here lies Withermore the Cold-Hearted. Here lies Withermore the Yellow-Bellied. Here lies Withermore the Supplicant.
That statue has a strange silhouette.
You notice a deep fissure beneath the statue's right hand. The stone there is a curious color, as though it was added after the statue was carved. A chunk of stone falls from the statue. There's something hidden inside.
Lucky find. So, this is your place, Brackus. Can't say I like what you've done with the place. Can't say I like what you've done with the place.
You notice a chunk of stone.
Nice.
You sense a great whirl of energy within the jar. From its depths, a faint voice howls. This must be the container that holds Lord Withermore's soul.
Withermore held his end of the bargain. We should hold ours.
It would be cruel to keep a man's soul when we could easily free it.
Does our word mean nothing? Destroy the jar.
The jar smashes to smithereens on the floor.
My tummy hurts.
Right. Just dust bunny.
Holy hellhounds. Those dogs sound out for blood.
You intruder! Bandit! Sorcerer! Stop! Go! Die! Hoo! Hoo! Hoo!
Buddy? Bruno? Buddy? Buddy! My mate? Buddy? My buddy. But work. Search. Sorceress? Why? Buddy?
Emmy! No! Sorcerer! Bad! Baddies! Bite! Row! Row!
Bruno. I miss my buddy.
You! Sorcerer! Go! Emmy! Crying! No!
Oh, hello? Buddy. My...
Argos is a good dog.
This rat.
My tummy hurts.
Emmy! Sad! Bad sorcerer!
Dust bunny.
This rat.
This can't be it.
Dust bunny.
This rat.
Hello?
This can't be it.
Fasten tight.
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
Buddies? Buddy?
You let me free. What if I'm dangerous? What if I hurt somebody? What if I hurt you? They fed me horrible things. Meat from people. I didn't want to eat it, but they do something to it that makes it irresistible. Even you, the one who saved me, I can picture sinking my teeth into you, ripping the flesh apart, swallowing it down.
A low growl. The dog starts to salivate and lick his chops. His eyes go hard and cold. Suddenly, he seems to remember himself and whines.
This is awful. I can't go back into the world like this. Please, just put me down.
I won't be party to this. It's suicide.
Fine. This poor pooch deserves a little peace.
That's for the best. If he's dangerous, it's better to take care of him now.
Hurry! Hurry! I don't want to lose myself! Even now I can smell you! Even now I'm thinking about it! About horrible things!
Birdie bows his head. You raise your weapon.
Thank you!
Right? Just dust bunny.
Scratch, bite, bark, kill.
Kill!
Oh, a smell. I think I'm gonna be sick. What is this? Some sort of Magister weapon.
You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there?
The creature absently picks at the stitches that bind its lips. It starts to bleed, but doesn't seem to notice. The creature doesn't acknowledge your question. It stares at the ground.
I've told you about that many times before.
As the Magister turns to face you, you feel Fane stepping up behind you.
Have you seen these contraptions? This must be the Magister freak the blacksmith was referring to. He may have the very tool I need to craft my mask.
Fane cheerfully explains that he needs something to rip off a person's face, even demonstrating the idea by reaching over and tugging on the Magister's cheeks. Rather than reacting with horror, the Magister seems excited, very excited. He explains that he might have just the thing. However, having and giving seem to be two very different things. He proposes a trade. When Fane asks what he wants in return, the Magister grins widely.
Well, Sugar, now that you should mention it, I do smell something quite delicious on you. Almost smells like a Magister I once knew, one I never could convince to visit me here. Atusa by name.
How can you be so sentimental to your own detriment? Or worse, to mine? But fine, keep your bloody rotting limb. I hope the flies make excellent company.
Who are you, you lovely little puppy? Bless you, Poppet. Oh, bless you. And here's the toy you wanted.
Fane is clearly not necessarily happy, but certainly content. He gives you a curt nod and stows the contraption in his pack.
That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore.
Busy caressing Atusa's severed leg and gibbering happily, he fails to notice you. The creature looks at you blankly.
That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore. Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly me. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there? That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin. Oh, but I've told you about that many times.
The creature's skin has a faintly greenish tinge beneath a terrain of severely inflamed pustules. It sags beneath its own weight and seems not at all well.
That, of course, was so many years ago now. I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore.
Are you watching this?
Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I? Silly me. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me? That, of course, was so many years ago now.
It might stink, Quercus, but at least there are trees. Now, let's be quick. Who knows when the great acorn will arrive?
You take a deep breath. You have escaped Fort Joy at last.
I can hardly remember the smell of his skin anymore. Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't I?
How lovely. I could really do with a banquet right about now. No one amongst you is a gourmet chef by any chance.
Oh, but I've told you about that many times before, haven't
What's this? Guards, what is this prisoner doing here?
I beg your pardon, Your Honor. He must have slipped his watchman. You! Who let you out of your cell? Come along. You'll be tried when you're called. All right. That's enough. You're coming with me.
Let's not be hasty, Magister. This ought to be an education for all of us. Tell me, sorcerer, what did you hope to gain by interrupting these proceedings?
Brother, do not answer. You must run. Run!
And so here you are. Tell me, what's the talk in the camp about our cure? About purging? A magister is not a sorcerer. Our cure is less bloody, and rather more interesting. Would you like to see a demonstration? It was commonplace in the days of Brachus Rex, but the technology has lain dormant since then. We have Dallas to thank for her revival of the tool that will save us all. Now, Fasspot. Better to know what awaits you than to bash blindly into the future, wouldn't you say? Let me show you. Madam, please do hold still.
No! Animal! Beast! Slug! Please! No! Oh!
Perfection. I imagine it's quite hard for you to fathom. I don't suppose I'd look forward to this fate myself, but you must understand, if your kind are left well enough alone, the Voidwoken will destroy us. All of us. This elf has sacrificed her source. Some might say the spark of life within her. But she has done so in the name of us all. She is a hero. I would have loved for you to have seen our point, my friend. It would have made your transformation all the more rewarding for both of us. But the Divine Order doesn't need you to understand. It only needs you to accept. Now it's your turn to repent, my friend. I'm so glad you joined us here today. Even if you can't admit it to yourself, perhaps now you realize how crucial you are to our salvation.
Now, let's be quick. Who knows when the great acorn will arrive?
Swish. The Magisters certainly don't spare expenses, do they? The Reaper for me.
Where's the oil?
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
And what you after? Get bent. I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap, not so. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but...
She nods.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get...
She looks at you with wet eyes and manages a wink before returning to her work.
Good to see you. You take care now.
The man rolls his sleeves back down and casually wipes some blood from his cheek. He nods at you.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes.
Good to meet you, lad. Say, you don't look all that busy. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place? Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands. That's the truth. For me, for you, for everyone in this place. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1, and when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Looks like you've got quite a busy little crew already. My instincts tell me to travel with a smaller pack. But if you happen to lose one, you know where I am.
Hello. You gonna pray all day, buddy?
He's gone, Father. Gone.
Ifan curls his lip in greeting, a knowing smile on his face.
So, seen all the magnificent sights of Fort Joy already? I've just got the usual 2 heads are better than 1.
He grins.
Looks like you've got quite...
Say what you will about the Divine Order. Say what you will about the Bishop and the Hammer. They're the only ones look...
She don't listen to reason. Maybe you'll have better luck than I.
He hasn't changed a bit. You're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be, my dear girl? Bless you. Irma? Irma?
Mara.
So, what's the news? Well, I certainly got lucky with you, didn't I? The way out's nice and secluded. It starts in a little hidden alcove on the beach. Give me your map. I'll show you where to go. And hurry! Not a tick of the clock to spare!
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
Soon! I know what you mean. I can't. Need something in the kitchen, do you?
The one will walk among us, though not today. You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again. And a warrior traveling the path.
Each day brings us one step.
I'm the only one with a gut.
You may yet be the one. The fight challenges you, but you do not give in. You do not give up. I am happy to see this. You are capable of much.
I'm the only one with a gut.